Voltron characters just have a lot of relatability. We made sure when we set up our cast to choose a lot of different personality types, so we had the hopes that people would find someone that they could relate to, and hopefully everyone has found someone that they can see a little bit of themselves in. And I think through that, there's maybe a little bit of a role play element in shipping.
It's an extension of creativity. You know, we were all huge fans of varying properties growing up, and I think this is sort of a natural progression. I wouldn't be surprised if in a few years we're working with people that say, hey, you know, I was a shipper of KLANCE, or I was a shipper of this and that.
The tendency to ship comes from people, A, being hopefully inspired by the property, and then just wanting to spend a little more time in that world, or maybe explore some fantasies of their own through characters that are maybe like them but not them themselves, so there's an element of safety there. The KLANCE ship is one that maybe comes together from a little bit of that opposites attract sort of situation, where you have these two characters that really don't get along, and you just kind of want to find that path that ultimately leads them to each other.
Yeah, I mean, I think the ship between the two of them is, you know, their character arcs kind of have probably the biggest evolution within the show. They started off in one place, and their relationship has evolved, and I think shipping them is just, you know, continuing that evolution. It's sort of a natural progression.
I'm very familiar with being inspired by the things that I like. I definitely drew every Disney princess hanging out with every other Disney princess. I drew all Disney princesses as mermaids and as fairies. I did everything that I possibly could with the Disney princesses. So,
you know, this is going to date me, but if I'm not mistaken, I think my mom might have been the first shipper. And I say that only because we used to watch this show called Moonlighting. It was Bruce Willis and it was Sybil Shepherd. And they were antagonistic, and they sort of hated each other at the beginning of the show, and my mom died for them to fall in love and be with each other. My mom was like, what's going to happen? It's got to be Maddie and David. It's got to happen. And ultimately it did.